Very good evening everybody and welcome to the Ambassador Cruise Line 2025 World Indoor Bowls Championships, and as always we're live from Potter's Resort in Hopton-on-Sea. So let's have a look at the game we have for you now. It's another World Open pairs. It is Amar against Rigbi against Mark Renwick and Kieran Ward from Scotland. Let's have a look at what we have for the rest of the evening. Well, we've got an extra game for you tonight. It's at around about 8:30. It's going to be Darren Chatwin and Frank DeVries from Thailand taking on Stuart Pagan and Paul Brown from Scotland. So let's get the show on the road and go live to the Portable Rink and join our host with sometimes the most, Jack Jenkins.
Thank you very much, Jason. Yes, welcome back to the International Arena here at Potter's Resorts. First out this evening, we have a pair from Scotland who are appearing in the competition for the first time. Featuring a national under-25s champion, please welcome out Mark Renwick and Kieran Ward. Also making their debut in the World Indoor Bowls competition. Please give a big warm welcome to Amnon Amar and Itai Rigbi. Going to hand you back up to Jason Parkinson and Emily Ferguson in the commentary box.
Thank you very much, Jack. Once again, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the fabulous Potter's Resorts here for the Ambassador Cruise Line World Championships. Another World Open pairs game for you this evening. It's a Scotland-Israel affair. And as Jack has just said, joining me in the commentary box for the second time today, twice in a day, Emily Ferguson. Evening, Emily.
Evening. What a treat for you.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. So off we go. If you have just joined us for the first time, World Open pairs. It's a 2-bowl pairs. It's 2 sets of 9 ends, and then we have a 3-end tie break should that be needed. 1 point for a set win, half a point for a tie. No shot clock in the pairs.
29.5 metres.
It's normally a quickish game. We have seen a couple of games today that have gone on slightly longer than what I'd say was a normal timing for pairs, normally an hour 30, an hour 40. If you are joining us on the streams, thank you. Don't forget we're with you for every single game on YouTube and Facebook. BBC will be joining us on the 20th of January. They take coverage from the pairs final, 1 o'clock. And as always, David Corkill and Sean Honor will be joining us for that. First game of the evening session, so both pairs will have had the 20-25 minute practice session. I think when you're an overseas qualifier, especially for those that don't have any of the indoor facilities, I think it's better for them. I think that they do get that extra time. It's always hard when you're coming in on the second session. The second game of a session where you just get that 2 ends. It's a lot easier to settle down. Pair from Scotland, very credible pair. You don't qualify out of Scotland if you're not a good bowler.
Come on, mate. Win road. Win road. All right. Stay on.
2 red.
Yeah, I think all four players are just easing in, perhaps nerves at the moment. Just see that from just how far away the bowls are. Nothing within a yard at this stage.
Down a rather wide line here. Just see it's just struggling to get back.
There's a big yard.
Done enough for the count though.
Yeah. Come on. What you got?
Kieran looks better here.
Okay.
Yeah, well adjusted there. Brilliant.
Yeah, big bowl. Didn't want to be losing a 2 or a 3.
One shot, Renwick and Ward.
Set score 0-1 after the first end. Jack length 26 metres.
Yeah, brilliant start here.
Just slightly pushed through. Well, how's the pace?
Looks good again. Just needs to keep running a little bit further. Yeah,
Great
two
bowls.
brilliant bowls there from Mark.
I'll just lose a yard or so, won't be too far away. Just try and get something pretty close, give his skip something to work with.
Still just pushing through, I think.
Two green.
Yep, Kieran really making the most of this.
It's going to be a little bit unlucky, I think, to finish just inside. Big target. I think we may see Amnon skip drive at this. Surely he's got to try and disturb something.
Yeah, just guarantee being by it. Okay. Okay.
Unfortunately, he's just landed on that bowl. I think the Israeli skip's just got to attack this straight down the middle. I think he's 4 down probably. Try and get rid of 2 or 3 bowls, hit the jack, get something on the respot. I think he's probably got a shot or 2 on the respot. Maybe not. Probably just trying to play. He's trying to play a draw. Maybe just either side of the shorter bowl.
Yeah, I think that's a missed opportunity there. I think especially at this early stage in the game,
3
you
shots,
really need to
Renwick
be
and Ward.
playing the percentage shots.
It was just quite a big head
Set
to
score
hit, Emily.
0-4
That was
after 2
that was the only thing that I just thought might tempt him. You know, struggling for a little bit of pace early on. That's expected, of course. But I just thought when something's nearly 2 feet wide, take a chance and just try and maybe even cut it down by half.
Jack length, 27.5 metres.
Come on, mate. Keep coming yet. Keep coming yet, Mark. You don't know.
Yeah, another really good start there from Mark.
Anything to touch height, mate. Yeah, come on. Dirty shove here. Hurry. Hurry it. Every turn helps, pal. Hurry it. Yard.
Two green.
Nice opportunity here for Kieran just to tidy this up a little bit. They are lying the 2, but there's still a fair bit of room in there.
You've got Kieran. All the way. Great road, mate.
Yeah, it's looking good here. Well played, Kieran.
That shot. I think you maybe just kind of make sure you run about gear but still live, it's covering the both too.
Yeah, they can afford to run for cover, can't they, Jason?
Yeah. This is where sometimes when your opposition are struggling slightly, sometimes it's hard to maintain that focus, isn't it? 'Cause I think sometimes you just relax a little bit. It's just you just stick to your own game, because we've seen it a couple of times where someone struggled first set and then they've come back in the second set, sneaked it, and then they're in a tiebreak, and all of a sudden everything's going mad and the panic buttons are being set. But
still just over the pace there, so I think that's a full house there for the Scottish
4
pairing.
shots, Renwick and Ward.
Set score 0-8 after 3 ends.
I think at the moment what we're seeing is Mark and Kieran really locking onto the pace really quickly. They're building heads, being very consistent. Whereas Amnon and Aitai, they're just not quite settled on that pace yet. And unfortunately, Mark and Kieran are really quite punishing them at the moment.
Yeah, the Scottish pair are fortunate to have the facilities to be able to play on out. There's some cracking greens up in Scotland indoors. Qualified from East Kilbride, was it, I think? Again, decent start. 2 ball pairs, if your lead constantly puts the ball within a foot every single time, then you've got a huge advantage.
Yeah, and 2 bowls pairs especially, the lead is crucial.
Yeah. It's a completely different skill set, I think, to the traditional pairs. Even a 3-ball pairs. I mean, playing it, I think I prefer traditional, even a 3-ball pairs. But yeah, I think I always think 2-ball pairs is almost a singles with 2 players. You know, it's kind of draw. We haven't seen a lot of attacking bowls throughout the day. It's been a 1 or 2.
Well, a chance here for Aitai. Just pushing through on that pace. Adjusted the line.
1 green.
Again, it just gives Kieran another opportunity here to tidy things up. He can be fairly relaxed on the mat here. Knows they're holding.
Well, probably sat in for second shot. Sweaty palm moment. Line's pretty decent.
Yeah, it's done enough to count that. Yeah, this is just all about good pace now, isn't it?
It is. You know, he's been under a lot of pressure in most bowls. You know, he's always been 2-3 down, kind of a thing when he's come to play. Sometimes you just need to forget about the shots against you. There's still a foot either side of the jack almost to draw for the shot. Sometimes it takes just a couple of really good bowls just to boost your confidence a little bit.
Yeah, it's just over-adjusted there, lost all the pace.
3 shots, Renwick and Ward.
Set score 0-11 after 4 ends.
So Anon and Itai just looking to score this end now. Ideally they want to pick up a couple, get themselves back into a fighting chance of winning this set.
Jack length 26.5 metres.
It's a good tactic from the Scottish pair, you know, to keep this jack slightly shorter than the longer length. I know it's not the minimum length, but you know, it's always a good game plan when you're playing people that would probably play 90% of their bowls career on an outdoor surface. You know, just play nice and short. Get yourself ahead a little bit. Short end sets, you know, traditional bowls, you can probably play yourself into the game over 21 ends. Over 9 ends, it's a different kettle of fish.
Yeah, brilliant start there from Mark.
He's playing some good stuff, isn't he?
Yeah, it's really settled in nicely.
Again, mate, a ball shot. Hang on to the line. Hurry. Hurry, yeah.
Just all on the pace here.
Hurry, yeah.
Wants to keep coming.
Alright, stay hard for you.
Two green.
Come on, run behind that. We've got. That's fine. Happy with that, Kieran. Well done.
Yeah, and again, Kieran just adding in, piling that pressure on.
Amnon's just overplayed.
An RV yard, just to mix these up here.
It's difficult, isn't it, when you're this far down in a set? You're down in the head again.
Yeah, like I say, you've just got to keep drawing away, just trying to play yourself back in, ready for the second set. You know, there's still plenty of ends in this first set. Try and keep the set going as long as you can. Try and get as many ends on the carpet as you can, you know, and then get ready for that second set. You know, we've seen it before. You know, 11 behind, 5 ends to play. Just the Scottish pairing are playing pretty well. That's the problem, aren't they? Nice and consistent at most ends.
Yeah, I think ideally they just want to be picking up an end and changing the jack length, lengthening it out a little bit. Try and change something. Fortunately, it's going to be another 3 to Scotland.
3 shots, Renwick and Ward.
Set score 0-14 after 5 ends.
So the Israeli pair need to score at least 2 this end to keep the set going.
Jack length 26.5 metres.
Yeah, another strong opening bowl there from Mark. Yeah, well played, Itai.
Either side with good pace for the Scottish player. Can he make the trip? Just pulling up.
Yeah, I can see they're both very pleased with this end.
1 red.
So as Jason said at the start, the Israelis do need to pick up 2 this end to keep the set going. Anything less than it will be moving on to the second one. The first time in the game that Kieran's been under a little bit of pressure. It's the first time he hasn't been holding when he's gone down to play his first bowl. It's unlucky. Could have done without that touch. He'd have been drawing the shot there. Just needs to miss this bowl and keep running. Yes, well played, Amnon.
Okay.
Yeah, Kieran just looking to play underneath now through that channel. Yeah, just on the high side, you can hear he wasn't too happy with that delivery. So another chance here. He can move the jack slightly, it'll be a 4. I think just look for the same bowl. If you do get to tickle the jack, then that's just a bonus. Perhaps a little bit afraid of that. But it's the 2 they needed to keep the set going.
Two shots, Amar and Rigbi.
Yep, set still alive. Full houses needed all the way through the set now.
Set score 2-14 after 6 ends.
I definitely see a change of length here.
I'd be very surprised if it doesn't go somewhere near the tee.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
Push you can. Just hurry. Come on. Yep, you're just a bit on that road now. Just hurry now. Hurry, Mark.
Yeah, well played, Mark. Kieran willed that in the whole way down. Itai needs a good adjustment here. They are looking at a 4 this end. Looking better, but just not quite going to get the legs. It's going to make picking up a 4 really quite difficult here.
Run the top of it. Come on. Come on, mate. Yep.
Yeah, he's played this.
Well played. Right.
Really good adjustment.
2 green.
With that really short red bowl, I think it's almost impossible to make a full house without having to play some form of a weighted shot, you know, promote the bowls and run through, but I can't really see anything that's obvious at the moment. Do you try and put another one in and then try and shake something up?
I think you need to try with the first, really.
Do you think?
Yeah. Is that staying on the rink?
Yep.
Now, how do you make a 4, Jason?
You don't.
Very good, Kieran. Well done.
Need a lot of lady luck.
Brilliant.
Well played, Kieran.
You may as well just draw. You can't make a 4. Just use it as almost a practice shot to try and find your pace. Even try the other hand or anything. Just play a draw. There's no point in flashing one down the middle for something that you can't do to not get your length. Do you know what I mean? Well, what do I know? Just play it anyway.
Close.
Well, Kieran doesn't really need to send this, but he's entitled to if he wants to. We'll just make sure we know what the official set 1 score is. Another good bowl. Full house there for the Scottish pairing. So
Four
this first
shots in the
set
first set.
will be
Renwick and
a
Ward.
18-2 victory for Scotland, for those of you that like to keep the scores. And we move into the second set. Once again, thank you very much for joining us on this first day. Quite a long day, unusual day for us with 6 games at this brand new sponsored Ambassador Cruise Line World Championships. So let's have a look at why Ambassador Cruise Line are the warmest welcome at sea.
Enjoy yourself on a UK no-fly cruise. Enjoy yourself. There's amazing shows for you.
Enjoy yourself. There's outstanding cuisine.
Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Name's best value at sea. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Name's best value at sea.
4.5 metres.
If you fancy enjoying yourself, you can book at ambassadorcruiseline.com. So into the second set. As we always say, the beauty of sets play, you can totally forget that first set. Scores a reset and start all over again.
Yeah, Mark continuing the fine form he showed in that first set. Yeah, well bowled, Itai. Nice adjustment there. Very similar bowl though for Mark. Hasn't got to change a lot.
One red. If it falls in, it might be enough for shot. Yeah, Mark seems to think so. Amnon just looking to follow this up. If he can rest last bolt, he'll be getting the shot. Turn it once, then he'll be lying 2. Just push that.
Be lying, yeah.
Another chance here for Kieran then.
Even if he gets just that little bonus of a tap on the jack.
Needs to hook right back. It's just not going to get down in time, is it?
Hook. That's him for
Two
another.
shots, Renwick and Watt.
Yep.
Hooked well at the end.
Set score 0-2 after one end. Jack length 28 metres.
Just get it in now. Get it in yet. Alright mate, no wasted. Gone a yard.
Well, if we can just run another foot or two. Not a shabby start.
Yeah, no.
Well done.
Yard. Come on, hurry. Hurry, mate. Alright.
It's not quite got the legs. Not seen many ends like that from Mark. Itai really needs to make the most of that.
Certainly does. Line the shot at the moment. If you can just maybe improve it by another 18 inches, that'd be great.
Especially knowing the way that Kieran's been playing. He's not had many bowls outside of 2 feet.
One
It's a
red.
shame because you're almost leaving it wide open for Kieran here. Shot bowls a yard away.
There's a sneaky picture of the Renwick family. You've got Elaine there and Ryan to her left.
Both don't look too impressed to be on the screen there.
Yeah, they're like, we're on TV, Mum. Look away. Could have been worse. They could have been asleep. So, any improvement just over the top?
The yard, mate. Sorry about that.
Needs to slip past that one ideally. It's a shame. He would have been all over that if he didn't get wrecked on the bowl. They are lying too, but there's still quite a bit of room there for Kieran.
It's a slightly better height, I think. My weight's not bad as well. He's in very good gear.
Yeah, well played. Amnon, just come in to take a look at this. See what's available to them. Not an awful lot, to be honest. Not with the short bowls in the front. I've got best back, but can't see how he's going to get that jackfruit. Just a draw, really, isn't it, Jason?
It is, yeah. It's just not a lot of percentage. There's not a lot of guarantees. That's the problem. You know, the chasing the set already. A case of just trying to, you need to just try and drop on a length at some point. If you see from there, look, it looks absolute dreadful for him, doesn't it?
Not a million miles away.
Nearly played this, you know.
Going to fall all the way back.
Brilliant.
Well played. Absolutely brilliant. You could see when he was on the mat, he wasn't confident playing that shot, but brilliant.
One shot, Amar and Rigbi.
Set score 1-2 after 2 ends. Jack length 23.5 metres.
Yeah, well played, Mark.
Two green.
Now, they tried to be brave and change this jack length up quite a bit, but hasn't quite gone to plan. Amnon really needs to get this first one close. Doesn't want to be playing his last bowl free down. Yeah, just leaving it wide open for Kieran to keep adding him. Yeah, well played, Kieran. All on the pace now. Needs to keep coming.
Probably in for third.
Yeah.
Probably safer for Kieran to switch, maybe. Just slightly overplayed that.
Is there a pair?
2 shots, Renwick
Yep.
and Ward.
It is. 4-1 the lead now into the fourth end.
Set score 1-4 after 3 ends.
Yeah, I think this is a
Jack
sensible
length
move,
27
keeping it
metres.
that little bit shorter length. They know that Itai and Amnon are struggling to settle on that pace. They have pulled some good ends together in this second set, but the consistency is just not quite there at the moment.
Come on with the shove to get the bottle. Hurry, mate. Hurry, yeah. Yeah, decent, mate. Foot.
How many times?
On your own, club by. For that shot. Settle for a swing. Settle for a swing. Alright, mate. Got enough.
Well, line a pair. Still 2 feet all around the jack to just try and sneak the shot. Sticking with it, just looking for good pace on either side of the green bull.
Two green.
Yeah, well played, Kieran.
He's played quite well, hasn't he? I know. It's sometimes it's not all about beating bowls. It's all about just trying to be happy with yourself, getting to know the rink at the same time, isn't it? But you know, he has played some really, really decent, consistent bowls.
It's a shame. He's all over the line. If he just had an extra yard of pace, he'd have been all over that. Kieran, very similar bowl here. If he can tuck the jack round the corner, it's going to make it harder.
איך זה אותו דבר. אותו דבר, 80 סנטים.
It's very calm and composed on the mat. See him breathe out just before he gets on. Really thinking about the delivery. It's not a bad try here. Needs to work all the way back down.
It falls in. Has done.
Yeah, well played.
Now, has it fallen enough? Itai is saying he's not quite sure. They'll just call for Alan Thornhill to come on. Alan will settle these using the calipers while he does so. Our sponsors, Ambassador Cruise Line. They're one of the no-flies cruise companies. They have 7 UK ports. That means you can start your holiday an awful lot sooner. Some fantastic voyages to explore, great entertainment, outstanding dining and drinks.
One shot,
At quite an unbeatable value. 2 ships, of course, that they have, the Ambience and the Ambition. Slightly smaller ships to your modern day bigger ships, which allows them to get into some of those smaller destinations, the smaller ports, you know, the small islands and things. So it's really looks really interesting. I've got the brochure here. You fancy taking me anywhere, Emily? If I'm down south, you're tight. Only joking.
Jack length 27 metres.
Still playing middle of the road. I mean, we all have games like this, I mean, sometimes, don't you, whether you're playing indoors or outdoors, you might find on a green where the rink particularly doesn't suit your bowls or the speed doesn't suit what you're playing. What's your, when you struggle, what's your game plan? Do you try and stick to what you're doing and hope something changes, or do you change something completely? I.e., do you swap hands, or do you try and play a different length if you get the jack? What's your go-to? Everyone does something slightly different.
Yeah, I think I tend to change something, even if I just swap the hand for one end and then go back to it, because then you've almost just got it out of your head. I think sometimes you fall into that trap where you keep sticking to the same thing and nothing's changing. You keep thinking, oh no, next end I'm definitely going to get it. When actually chances are you're not, and you're just going to get continually frustrated with yourself.
Well, whatever's put in his head has worked. 2 great opening bowls.
Not far away here. Turn the jack bowl all the way through. That's really unlucky. Just wanted a couple more turns on that bowl. He was holding for the jack. He'd have been good as well.
Yeah, did well. I mean, he's still built the head for Kieran, hasn't he? That's the main thing. 2 really good bowls around. Itai is forced now to try and play it on the forehand.
That's a shame. He really wanted to
One
make
red.
the most of that and make sure he was at least going behind the jack if he was missing. Kieran's got a nice chance here just to be arriving at it. Ideally wants to be turning the shot bowl out of the head, but he's got Mark's bowls to use on the way through.
He's got a plant, he's got the bowl, he's got the jack if he wants to play a bit more attacking. Sticking to the draw.
Too keen for the line.
Well, and it's got a ball waiting. Now, can Amnon get down to the jack and just tuck it? Just tuck it round the corner out of sight, because I think Kieran will play at this. Second prize, guaranteed the pace. Finished okay. I'd be inclined just to try that, but I think his lead's telling him just to stick with the forehand draw, lose a bit of pace. Certainly a narrower line.
Not far away here. Needs to get down a little bit quicker.
Oh, lucky.
Really good try, that.
Thought with a double bounce he might have just got it, but not to be. Chance to add another with no reply.
One shot, Amar and Rigbi.
Set score 2-5 after 5 ends.
Surprised they've gone short again, because
Yeah.
last time they did this it ended in disaster, really.
Yeah, 24.5 metres.
Skip's not happy. Little shake of the head and turned his back on it.
Come on, Renwick. Come on, mate. I'll beat you. Well done.
Yeah, great bowling there from Mark. Really punishing SI for being short there.
And again, Paul, double it up here.
Yeah, this is a repeat of what happened the last time we had a shorter length.
Come on. How did you like that? How did you like Renwick?
Yeah, brilliant bowling there from Mark.
Well played.
Yeah, two excellent bowls. Playing with a strong
green.
bias bowl. I think a strong bias bowl always helps on a short length jack on this rink, definitely. Always guaranteed to almost just get back all the time. That slightly loose back ball from Itai's of value now. Amnon just needs to make contact. Probably best just keeping it simple and playing pretty direct. Don't give it a chance to deviate at all.
Yeah, especially on the shorter jack length.
Pick your hand, play straight at it. Although he stood quite wide on the mat, which normally indicates someone's going to play a draw. Played a pretty good bowl there.
Again, he's played a good bowl, but he's still finding himself 2 down.
Yeah. Low percentage, wasn't it?
He's given Kieran the chance there to get behind the jack as well. Again, I think both bowls might just go, do you think, without any jack? If not bowl onto jack, they've still got the best back over there, even if it's killed.
He's got to try something.
Certainly
Could possibly.
can't be drawing.
There's a slight chance both bowls could vanish without the jack. If the jack does move right down the bottom, okay, it's 1 to red. But Kieran will have a reply. Probably 2.5 yards away from the respot. Or you play that very difficult shot that he's just played and just look at landing on the back of the shot bowl, just rock it onto the jack. It's a harder shot, but it'll be a safer one. Playing forehand, so I think he's probably going for both bowls, is he? Yeah. Playing for the 2 bowls. Not far away, but it's just a pair for
2
Scotland.
shots, Renwick and Ward.
They extend their lead now to 5 shots, so
Set score
7-2 it
after
is.
6 ends.
3 ends remain. The winner of this game has a tough next match. They'll face Jamie Walker and Mark Dawes.
Jack length 26 metres.
Gabbo? Je läuft Gabbo?
Well, slight chance here for Itai.
Zet een vergeliepool. En
Probably line 1 anyway. If you could just draw to within a foot, that'd be really good. Probably realistically, they probably need to score all 3 of the remaining ends left in this second set.
Just overplaying it.
One red.
Well, played a good one here.
Yeah, well played, Amar. Decent reply though. Can it get all the way back down?
Needs to sit. If it sits, it's in.
Well played.
One green.
I'd take a chance here. Tickle on the jack round the corner, you know. Sits the bowl away, turns the bowl away for 2, turns the jack for 3.
Yeah, they can't afford really to drop even a single at this stage.
Well, here it comes now. Not far away, you know. Needs to run. Oh!
That's really unlucky.
Great effort. Very, very unlucky.
One shot, Renwick and Ward.
A bowl or 2 wider. He had the bowl or the jack for 2.
Set score 2-8 after 7 ends.
And don't forget, we have another game for you this evening, unusual here at the Indoor Championships. We have an 8:30 game for you, but that'll be probably slightly delayed by maybe 5 or 10 minutes. And that is going to see the first appearance from our new PBA branch, which is Thailand. And they'll be facing Scotland, so it's an all-Scottish evening.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
And that's Frank De Vries and Darren Chatwin representing Thailand, taking on Stuart Pagan and Paul Brown from Abbeyview, Scotland.
Come on, Rennie. Come on, pal. Last wee bit. Last wee bit.
It's well played.
Done, mate. Yeah, same again. Sliding by is great. Come on. Hurry. Hurry, Renwick. Hurry.
They're certainly shouting it in.
Hurry.
Yeah, well played, Mark.
Come on.
Just slightly overcorrected on that line, hasn't he? Still playing positive, trying to reach.
2 green.
When you're chasing, it's better to reach, isn't it? Just be slightly past than short. 2 yards past, but something to play with for the skip.
Yeah, he knows they need to pick up a free hit.
That's the point, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good covering bowl there from Kieran. Still available if he gets the jack into the ditch.
The spot's pretty good. I think he counts 2 on that spot where they're all stood. Probably 1 on the other spot, depending on where his ball goes if he touches the jack on the way. Still trying to play that difficult timing pace. I just need to throw a piano at it, really. Nice and positive. Take the balls away. Any connection on the jack's always going to be in their favour.
Yeah, Kieran just needs to split up the red bowls behind the jack here. Adds a yard to his last. Yep, that's good.
Right, Amnon, you need a 3 out of this. I think that respot's good for the 3. Needs to hold up. It's going to go just slightly underneath. Not going to make the contact he needs.
3 shots,
another 3
second
shots
set in the match to
the
Renwick
Scottish
and Ward.
pair. And they're going to secure their place into the next round, where they'll face Jamie Walker and Mark Dawes. So as I said just minutes ago, we have 1 more game for you this evening. Let's have a little look at how that looks. So in about 5 minutes time, we have our final game of the evening. It's going to be Darren Chatwin and Frank de Vries taking on Stuart Pagan and Paul Brown. Emily will be back with you in 5 minutes with Graham Irving Cole. Thanks for joining us today. From me, it's good night to now. Bye-bye.